The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
And I'd like to review a few housekeeping items for remote participation. Public comments will be solicited during each actionable agenda item. Once I ask for public comment on an item, click Raise Hand and go to Webinar in order to make a comment. Before being identified, all public participants will be muted. Village staff will announce the speaker by name and unmute their audio to allow up to 3 minutes of public comment. When called, state your name and address for the record and proceed with your comment speaking clearly. Do not use chat or question function in GoToWebinar, as these will not be monitored during this meeting, and please limit background noise to the extent possible. With that, we're going to bring the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for March 24th, 2026 to order. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Alicia, would you like to do a roll call for us, please?
Sure thing. All right, welcome everyone. We're going to start with Chairman Kamar Williams.
Present.
Vice Chairwoman Kara Derry.
Present.
Commissioner David Leland.
Here.
Commissioner Lauren McClellan. Commissioner Andrew Alba.
Present.
Christopher Butler, alternate 1.
Present.
And Edward Patterson, alternate 2. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Alicia. First item is to approve the minutes for the January 27th meeting. Do I have a motion on that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
A motion to approve by Commissioner Deary, seconded by Commissioner Alba. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Our first item for discussion is going to be application number 26-012AAR, Western Academy Awnings. Do we have an applicant present? All right, please make your way to the podium. Applicant, Awning Contractors and Design, Inc., on behalf of Western Academy Holdings, LLC, is requesting architectural approval for an aluminum-framed vinyl awning cover to be installed on the rear of a building for property located at 12031 Southern Boulevard. Mitty?
Your name, sir, for the record?
Marcelo Garcia.
Thank you. This is a quasi-judicial hearing. Could you raise your right hand for me?
Yeah.
And I'll swear in staff at the same time. Do you both swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. I'll turn back to the Planning and Zoning Commission for any ex parte disclosures on this item. Thank you.
All right, Josu?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Application 26-012 AAR. The applicant is requesting architectural approval for a royal blue 501 aluminum frame vinyl awning covering to be installed on the rear of the main building. The property is located at 12031 Southern Boulevard. The unproposed awning will be installed above the double doors on the building's 8th elevation. This slide illustrates the unproposed awning location on the site plan to the left of your screen, and a picture of what the awning would look like at the bottom right of your screen. Staff is recommending approval of application number 26-012 AAR as submitted. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Josu. Mr. Garcia, do you have a presentation for us?
Not really. He got everything that you guys see is what I have on paper. Very much very simple awning. It goes above the doors, on the back of the building to protect for water every time they're coming in and out.
Okay.
Very simple.
All right, thank you, sir. Do we have any commissioner comments?
Oh, excuse me. I think also you guys have the engineer drawings. Everything's plain in there as well, because it's going to be attached and everything on the aluminum awning.
Understood. Do we have any commissioner comments?
None.
No? Do we have any public comment on this matter? Anyone online? No?
No.
All right. Do we have a motion on this item?
Motion approve application number 26-012 AAR.
A motion to approve by Commissioner Butler. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Commissioner Alba. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Next item is going to be application number 26-018 AAR, Kensington Apartments Paint. Do we have an applicant present? Thank you, sir. The applicant, W Development Group LLC, on behalf of Kensington of Royal Palm Beach Condominium Associations, Inc., is requesting architectural approval in order to repaint a building facade, walls, trims, doors, and associated architectural elements of an existing multifamily apartment buildings for a property located at 300 Crestwood Circle. Mitty?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sir, your name for the record?
Lamero Watson.
Thank you. Could you raise your right hand for me? Same thing. I'll swear you in. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll turn back to the Planning and Zoning Commission for any ex parte disclosures on this application.
No.
Thank you.
All right, Josu?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Application 26-018 AAR. The applicant is requesting architectural approval in order to repaint the building facades, body, trim doors, and associated architectural elements for the existing multifamily apartment buildings, properties located at 300 Crestwood Circle. This slide illustrates the buildings affected on the site plan to the left of your screen. Also, the existing and proposed paint colors are as follows. Body will be SW7024, foundation gray. The garage door will be SW7069, iron ore. And the railings and roof will be SW7048, urban bronze. And trim will be SW6071, popular gray. Staff is recommending approval of application number 26-018 as submitted. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Josu. Mr. Watson, do you have a presentation or any comments for us?
No, sir.
That's okay. Do we have any commissioner comments?
No.
No? Any public comment? Anyone online?
No.
Close the floor for public comments. Do I have a motion on this item?
I'll make a motion to approve application number 26-018 AAR.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Deary. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Commissioner Alba. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Our next application is going to be number 26-010 AAR, Jabruski Exterior Finish and Lighting. The applicant, Studio Green, on behalf of Andrade Associate Limited Partnership, is requesting architectural approval for exterior modifications, including stucco sliding, wood and metal accents, lighting sconces, and a clarification for a dumpster enclosure finish. For property located at 1301 Royal Palm Beach Boulevard. Mitty?
Your name, ma'am, for the record?
Oh, I'm sorry, Polly Daughtry?
Thank you. Could you raise your right hand for me? I'm going to swear you in. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. And I'll turn back to the Planning and Zoning Commission for ex parte disclosures on this item. Thank you.
All right, Josu?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Application 26-010 AAR. The applicant is requesting architectural approval for exterior modifications, including stucco siding, wood and metal accent lighting sconces, and the dumpster enclosure finishes. The property is located at 1301 Royal Palm Beach Boulevard. Just a little bit of history on the subject property pursuant to resolution number 23-46. Originally received approval on April 18, 2024 for approximately 4,090 square foot restaurant, Pizza Jabruski's Pizza. And up to date, the restaurant is currently under construction. This slide illustrates the proposed changes to the building elevations and materials as shown on your screen. Also, the applicant, part of the reason for this application is to screen future mechanical equipment on the roof. So the applicant has raised the parapet and provided screening materials with this elevation, which was not part of the prior approvals. Staff is recommending approval of application number 26-010 AAR as submitted. This concludes my presentation.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Daughtry, do you have the presentation or comments for us?
Yes. Can I? Okay. So this is for Jabruski's Pizza Company. There was a prior approval, as he mentioned. So this is the site plan that was approved. So you can see it. The building faces east, so Royal Palm Beach Road. And so we're not changing any of the site. All of that stays exactly the same. These were the originally approved elevations. I came on later in the project, and they were missing some things like mechanical screening, which was quite large. So what we were trying to do is, we're matching the color of the building with the screening, but we did, as he mentioned, we increased the height through staff, working with the staff. And so we are keeping the same type of proportions where that front entry is the higher areas, the side to-go area is the higher. It's a little bit lower on the front of house, and then in the back it's a little lower. So we're keeping the same proportions, just making some updates to the materials. So these are our proposed materials. The paint color is iron ore SW7069. It's the top left. That's going to be over a stucco, a smooth stucco in portions of the building, and then a stucco siding is on the bottom left. All of those will be painted that same color. And then on the right, you can see that we have a wood siding. We have the black for the aluminum items like the awnings, and then the stone, the stacked stone, the country ledge stone. These are the lights we are proposing. We're also adding those to the scope. So we have the sconces on the left, both 14 and 18-inch sizes, and then the wall-mounted light, which is a 39-inch light. So this is the front elevation. So the horizontal is stucco siding. Then on either side of that is the smooth stucco. We do have the banding at the top of that entry area. We have that diagonal wood at the entry. All of the window muttons and frames, and then the awning. And then on either side, we have those aluminum pergolas, will all be the black. And then at the bottom, you can see the planter will be that stone. In this view, it looks like that the screening is lighter. It's just to kind of show that it's more in the background, but it's the same color as the siding. This is the side view. So on the left is that entry. We've added strips of green vines, and then you can see the outdoor seating. So we've modified this a little to actually make it buildable. And so it's a sloped metal roof with the seating below. And you can see the stone around that. And then the wood at the rear is to go around the walk-in. This is the rear elevation. You can see that sloped metal roof on the left where the outdoor seating is. You can see all the windows and doors are going to be that dark gray. And then this is the to-go side, so the diagonal wood at the entry, the black awning above the entry doors, and then there's a mix of the stucco and the stucco siding on this side. Black and white elevations. This is the dumpster enclosure. So it's going to be just a smooth stucco with a stucco band at the top. And then at the top left is that screening that we're going to put on the roof. And overall, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any commissioner comments?
No.
All right, do we have any public comments? Anyone online?
No.
Close the floor for public comments. Do I have a motion on this item?
Motion to approve application number 26-010 AAR.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Butler. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Leland. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations. Our next application is application number 25-126, SPM AAR, Lakeside Landing Wall Tree Removal and PAV Connections. The applicant, D.R. Horton, Inc., on behalf of Lakeside 3 LLC and Lakeside Landing Property Owners Association, Inc., is requesting a major site plan modification and architectural approval in order to add a 30-inch tall landscape block wall behind the walkway around the north, south, and west side of the lake, remove 29 specimen trees previously designated to be preserved, plant 65 replacement trees to mitigate the above removal, remove 4 non-specimen trees, modify the pavement connections at the south egress, and increase spacing between driveways for a property located northwest of Okeechobee Boulevard and Royal Palm Beach Boulevard intersections. Mitty?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your name, sir, for the record?
Doug Murray with WGI.
Thank you. Could you raise your right hand for me? I'll swear you in. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. I'll turn back to the commission and ask for any ex parte disclosures on this item. Thank you.
Josie?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Application 25-126, SPMAR. The applicant is seeking site plan modification approval in order to add a 30-inch tall landscape block wall behind the walkway around the north, south, and west sides of the lake. Remove 29 dead trees previously designated to be preserved, and will plant 65 replacement trees within the common areas on site to mitigate for the dead trees. Modify pavement connection at the south ingress, increase spacing between driveways, and partially abandon several tree preservation easements for the properties located at within the Okeechobee Boulevard and Royal Palm Beach intersection. The applicant is also seeking architectural approval for the updated landscape plan. A little bit of history. For the record, the property has been approved for 100-unit multifamily development, which is currently under construction as well. This slide illustrates the overall Lakeside Landing site plan. There will be two sheets, SP1 and SP2, that will provide additional details. This slide illustrates the affected areas directly impacted by the proposed changes highlighted in red on the site plan sheet SP1, which is the northern portion of the property. This slide illustrates the affected areas directly impacted by the proposed changes highlighted in red. This is sheet SP2, the most southern portion of the property. This slide illustrates the overall landscape plan. The plan has four overall sheets, that will go into detail with each sheets. This slide illustrates the affected areas directly impacted by the proposed changes highlighted in red on the landscape plan, sheet LP-1.01. And this is sheet LP-1.02. The clouded red is the impacted trees. Sheet LP-1.03. Sheet LP 1.04, and this is a list of all the trees that are also impacted. This slide illustrates the proposed specimen tree mitigation exhibit. So this is sheet LP-1.05. The red shading indicates highlighted mitigation trees located on private lots. A total of 71 trees has been provided. The blue shading denotes mitigation trees within common areas. So a total of 65 trees are proposed to compensate for the 29 specimen trees previously identified as dead trees. This particular property does have specific site conditions already that are typical with previous approvals. So for the record, I will be inserting the two new specific site conditions on the record, so I'll read it out loud here. Condition I, there is an existing shopping center sign for the entire Waterway Plaza Shopping Center located on track C-2. The shopping center sign exists pursuant to a private easement record at ORB 7790, page 439. Per the easement, the fourth and fifth spaces at the bottom of the sign are reserved for the business located on track C of Waterway Plaza upon approval of the land use map amendment approved by the village through application number 19-120 CPA, and because the entrance drive bifurcates tracks C-1 and C-2 from the remainder of the Waterway Plaza Shopping Center. The shopping center sign located on track C2 constitutes an off-premises sign with respect to the Waterway Plaza Shopping Center owners, tenant to the south of the entrance drive. It is also an off-premises sign for the commercial owners, tenant on track C-1 to the north. Off-premises signs are prohibited by section 20-41, parenthesis 1 of the Village Code of Ordinances. So as such, the applicant shall collaborate with the adjacent property owners and trade association limited partnership to ensure that existing shopping center monument sign is removed within 30 days of Village Council approval of this application. Condition J, the 65 replacement trees being planted to mitigate removal of the 29 specimen trees are being planted within the common areas of Lakeside Landing. These replacement trees shall be preserved and maintained at all times in good, healthy condition, replaced in the event of death or disease, and shall be the perpetual maintenance obligation of the Lakeside Landing Property Owners Associations, Inc., its successors and assigns, which shall at no time include the individual lot owners without recourse to the Village of Royal Palm Beach. Staff requests a recommendation of approval for application number 25-126 SPM-AAR and resolution number 25-35 be submitted to Village Council. This recommendation is contingent upon the approval of the requested easement abandonment through application number 25-151. This concludes my presentation. I'll be glad to answer any questions if you have any.
All right, thank you, Josu. Mr. Martin, do you have a presentation for us?
Yes, I do. 1 second. Okay, once again, Doug Murray with WGI on behalf of the applicant, D.R. Horton. I'll try to be brief because I know Josu did a good job of covering everything. I don't want to be repetitive here. It's just a site location map. Josu went over the requests. I'll go over them a little bit more in detail here in one slide. And as he mentioned, there's another concurrent application that's ongoing to council that has to deal with tree easements. There's no trees being removed. It's simply a portion of the easement that was overlapping a building footprint. Just a history of the approvals. Originally started on this project in November of 2019, so we're on the 7th year. Definitely glad to see it's finally underway, under construction. I think it's going to be it's a great project. It's about half built right now. Total site's 12.3 acres, and again, there's 100 fee simple townhomes behind the Village Royale shopping plaza, adjacent to the soon-to-be Jabrowski's. So here we have the central lake here, the big lake in the middle. So what happened was most of these items are basically cleanup items on the site plan for changes that were found during construction. So around the lake, it was determined that the rear yard of the residences that were abutting the lake, the grades would be too steep and unsafe. So the solution was to propose a retaining wall. You can see a little sample of that retaining wall here. So they'd have their rear yards be much more level. There'd be a safety fence in the back, and then a low retaining wall, 30-inch block wall, to allow their yards to be a little more stable and not a steep slope. I think they were looking at like a 30% slope if they did not build this wall. So that's on the north, south, and west sides. There's still access through the rec area to get to the sidewalk to enjoy, walking around the lake. So that was the first minor modification. The second one, it had a minor effect on most of the driveways. So between the driveways, we had originally, it was approved by Palm Beach County Water Utilities as having a 2-foot, at a minimum, a 2-foot separation between the driveways, and that's where the water meter goes behind the sidewalk. And, right before construction, they asked for 2.5 feet. So we had to change the plans, increase that landscape by 6 inches, and this change reflects it on all our plans, landscape and site plan. It has no effect on the parking. It really just increases the green space a little bit. The next change was the connection. It's a south connection that goes down to Okeechobee. This was, again, during construction, it was determined that there must have been some sort of an error with the survey that we had on file for the adjacent property, because the alignment, we're lining up with the gas station access there. It was off, I think it was 3 or 4 feet. So it was a slight alignment on the plans to kind of curve it a little bit to connect to that existing drive aisle. Very, very minor change. And then the last change was regarding the trees. So we originally, there was many trees preserved on this site. I believe it was 100, we had 124 trees total preserved, 108 palms relocated. 73 of the trees were considered specimen trees, which means there's a certain percentage that had to be preserved. So we started with 73. Unfortunately, during construction, these 29 trees did not make it. They're all pine, which are if you're familiar with pine, they're very sensitive root structure. And it's just during construction with all the vehicles, it's very hard to keep 100% of them alive on most projects. So unfortunately, 29 of them did die that we were proposing to preserve. So as a result of that, we're proposing to replace them. There's a code. It's in the code as a certain replacement depending on the DBH of the trees. That comes out to 65 new trees. So this just kind of shows you, it's a little hard to see, but in blue, there's the distribution of these trees. So wherever there's a tree that didn't make it, we made sure to fill that area with the new trees. Most of them replacement trees are pine. So we replaced it wherever we had that open space. We're proposing new trees, and then where the extra trees were, we tried to put them, fill in the buffer that's between this and the shopping plaza next door. Again, staff's recommending approval, and that concludes my presentation. Here for questions.
Thank you, sir. Do any commissioners have any comments? Do I have a public comment? No, nothing online?
No.
All right, we'll close the floor for public comment. Do I have a motion on this item?
Motion to approve application number 25-126 SPM AR.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Butler. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Deary. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? All right, motion carries 5-0. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, so our next item is to discuss our next board meeting, which is going to be Tuesday, April 28th. With that being said, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Deary, seconded by Commissioner Alba. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion adjourned. Meeting adjourned.